So guys, welcome back to another video, and I am on a mad upload streak right now, and I hope you're all enjoying the content that I'm putting out. Make sure you check the channel because, you know, sub boxes have been terrible recently and you may have missed a video. Anyway, today I have a man of the match Erik Lamela player review for you, and all I've got to say is this card looks pretty interesting. Normally in FIFA he's a right mid, and this card, as you can see, is a cam. If you were wondering why he got this card, it was for his performance in Tottenham's 2-0 win against Newport in the FA Cup. And while we're talking about Tottenham, in the comments let me know your score predictions for today's North London derby. Anyway guys, before we move on, if you could leave a like on the video, that would be great, and leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on this brand new man of the match card. So here is the card comparison. On the left we have his right-sided non-inform, and on the right the new central man of the match card. The upgrades look alright, the pace is being boosted nicely by 5, and the physical stats were boosted by an overall of 6. So let's see how that's impacted his in-game attributes. Well, man of the match Lamela has got some decent looking shooting stats for a midfielder, with that 85 shot power and 87 long shots. From distance, he looks to be a threat. In the passing section, we can see that he's got 86 short passing, which is very good, and also 79 crossing, which I'm sure will be used a lot by people who use this card as a wide cam. The dribbling column has a standout stat in it with that 89 in-game dribbling, and he's also got 80 agility, which is decent, but I have to say I expected him to have higher agility. Physically, we can see he's got decent stamina of 83, which is pleasing, but on the negative side of things, he does only have 64 strength. Right, so his pace. 81 pace on man of the match Lamela. It's alright for when he's playing in a central role, but say if you put him on the wing, it's just not ideal, because at this stage in FIFA, nearly everyone has a wing back or full back that is absolutely rapid. His dribbling is something that I liked. That was probably the best thing about him. He's got good close control, and he actually seems quicker than his card suggests due to his on the ball ability. But despite being pretty good on the ball, I did find him to be pretty easily dispossessed, which brings us on to his physical attributes. And all I've got to say is, he is so weak, incredibly weak. You'll see in the clips he gets knocked about by pretty much anyone who comes into contact with him, and that was incredibly frustrating. He cannot hold up the ball well at all. If you use this card, you've got to use that dribbling and manoeuvre away from the opposition players as best you can. I thought his shooting was good for a midfielder, especially when it came to taking off shots from distance. He produces very powerful, accurate strikes with that left foot of his. I wouldn't advise you to play him at striker, but I know some of you are going to convert this card to be a striker or centre forward. His finishing isn't bad for a midfielder, but like I said, I wouldn't advise him in such an advanced role. So now let's chat about his passing. When talking about his technical ability, there are no issues. His passing is pretty good. However, that 2-star weak foot does come into play because he can pretty much only distribute the ball accurately with one foot. So if you're using him in a central role, that can obviously be an issue. If you're going to use him in a wide role, you'll be happy to know his crossing was alright. Positionally, when I used him as a central cam, he actually sat quite deep, but he did come forward occasionally. But when I used him as a wide cam, he positioned himself much better and was regularly up and down the wing. Stamina, not an issue at all. This guy can go for pretty much the full game. Anyway guys, it's summary time. What are my overall thoughts on this card? Well, one word: frustrating. I think it's a card that people are either going to love or hate. I tried him in a bunch of different roles to, you know, try and get the best out of him, and I felt that left attacking mid suited him best. That way you don't have to worry about his weaker right foot as much, and you can utilise his crossing on the wing. So, is man of the match Lamela worth picking up? I'm going to have to say no, especially at his current price, because you can get much better Premier League cams and wide players for much less. Someone like Inform Zaha, for example. Anyway guys, those are my thoughts on the new man of the match Lamela card. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like on it. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.